What can $4 million get you in central Tokyo? I'm here in Roppongi, one of the nicest areas in all of Tokyo, and right behind me is a building which I'm going to show you one of the nicest units in. But before we do that, let me take you around and show you what's here. While this building is technically in Roppongi, the nearest station is actually Azabujuban. Famous as being the setting for Sailor Moon, this neighborhood is known as a hangout for wealthy members of Japan's entertainment circles, as well as expats and diplomats. Just down the street, you'll find everything from quaint little shrines, a Dean DeLuca, and even Tokyo's branch of the Club of One Oak, if you must go there. As for restaurants, you'll be near some of Tokyo's greatest eateries from all around the world, but no place would be worth living in if it didn't have a great pizza joint. And wouldn't you know it, Azabujuban has an amazing one just minutes from the apartment. And they even have cornbread and wings. If you like Japanese dessert, Juban's home to a store that invented taiyaki, a kind of fish-shaped treat filled with sweet red bean paste. With plenty of dog-friendly cafes, pet stores, dog salons, and quiet streets, it's a great place to have a pet. And due to the proximity of the building to Azabujuban, you'll be able to get everything you need just steps from your front door. So we're inside right now, and before we get in, it's locked, and I do have the key, which, as you can see, is pretty crazy looking to begin with. I could just put this into the hole, but nice thing about this guy is once you have it in your pocket, you just press this button right here, and the door opens automatically. Now, follow me inside, and with any Japanese home, the first thing you do is you take off your shoes, and with any nice home in Japan, especially this one, you have an amazing shoe closet to go with it. If you step into here, you have space for, I don't know, a couple hundred pairs of shoes, easily. Just walking outside here, I want to show you this little wall. There's nothing too special about this wall in particular, it's just a green wall, but I do like the way it looks with its kind of marbly texture to it. But the coolest thing about this entranceway right here is if you look at this panel, you'll see it just looks like a normal, light switch panel, and it is. Except this button right here in Japanese says main switchi, so main switch. You press this and every single light inside the apartment, except for the automatic lights above us, will go off. And that's great because you have a lot of bedrooms in here and a lot of space and a lot of lights that you would have to turn on and off if you wanted to just leave right away. Now, coming this way, this is a 3-bedroom apartment, and here is the first bedroom. It's more or less a guest bed. And there's really nothing much to show about this place. You have a window with not much of a view, hence why it's completely fogged over. But the nice thing about this is this closet right here is great for people who are, let's say, vertically challenged, who need to reach things that are kind of high up. You have this handle right here. Say you have your clothes on there, you just pull on this handle and then you can reach all of your clothes that are a bit too high for you to reach. That's pretty cool. So coming through here, let me show you the next room. It's not really a room so much as a closet. And here it is. As you can see, just a normal closet, but it's for coats. And in Japan, generally speaking, you don't have a coat closet right next to the entranceway, which is a pretty big place, by the way. You only have the shoe closet. And the reason is you take off your shoes, obviously, when you come in, but unlike most places in the Western world, let's say, people tend to not really put their coats near the entrance for some reason. So coming out of the closet, just go over to the first door on the right over here, where you can see the first toilet. And I say the first toilet because this apartment has 2 toilets. Pretty rare for Japan. And as you can see, when we walk in, the toilet is very, very happy to see us. He's opening his mouth wide and waiting for our pleasant donations. Right. Coming through here, we're into the kitchen, and this is one of the focal points of this apartment. I absolutely love this kitchen. Not only because you have a big old counter over here just to do all your prep work and everything, but you also have a separate counter over here. And even though it is a counter, it's not just a counter. And this is not just a counter either, because you have so much equipment in it. Let's run through it really quickly. Going through here, you have your water filter, then you have your beautiful faucet with, of course, this guy right here, and a garbage disposal. Garbage disposals are very rare in Japan. You have to have the right kind of building in order to have a garbage disposal because sometimes it could clog up the pipes, even if you were it up enough. But this place has it. Coming over here, you have a beautiful Miele full-sized dishwasher, 2-rack, as you can see. This thing will get all of your dishes nice and sparkly. And if you look over here, you'll see that you don't have a gas stove. You have an IH stove, IH meaning induction heat. So this is the kind that you need a special kind of pan for, or you can't just use an aluminum pan. You can use any other kind of pan. But the nice thing about this is that it actually has a sensor on here to determine whether or not the pan is made of aluminum or something else that normal IH wouldn't be able to use, in which case it will actually heat up and you will be able to use it as well. That's pretty cool. Now, coming down here, you have a grill, also very normal to have in Japanese places, but the cool thing about this grill is the control panel over here. And if you see, you actually have all these different modes for all the different kinds of things that you can cook with this, like toast or grilled fish or pizza, or pretty much anything else that you could think of. And it even talks to you. Right below the grill is one of my favorite parts of this kitchen, an actual oven. Now, in Japan, if you've ever lived here, you'll know this, most places don't have an oven. So this is nice, you already have a beautiful Panasonic oven ready to use the minute you walk in here. So, while we're down here, I want to show you another thing. This over here is a dryer that you can use for your dishes. So say you actually do your own dishes and don't want to use the Miele, you can just put them in here after you're done and then this thing will start accelerating the drying process. Now, let's show you the rest of this. Coming over here, you'll see after you've cooked all your food and you want to serve it to everybody, you have this massive living room and dining room area to do that in. And how massive it is, it's kind of hard to show on camera, but it's big. It is really big. And it leads out to this little private terrace that you have too, this little private balcony that you have outside. It's not the biggest in the world, but it's big enough to be able to pull up a chair and listen to the sounds of the summer or the winter or whatever season it might be. Oh, also one more other thing. So if you want to, say, change your art around a lot, this place comes equipped with these things. They're called picture rails. You can see they have little hooks on them. And you can just string your paintings and pictures and whatever down there and change them out as you please without having to put holes into the wall. That's pretty cool, but I'm going to show you something that I think is a lot cooler. You come over here, this is my favorite part of the entire room, by the way, you have the wall of panels. Now, starting from the top on the left, you have your water heater for your shower room and for your bathroom. You have one for each because in Japan that's pretty much the case in most places, but also because you can actually set your bath to be filled up and warm to the exact specific temperature that you want at any time of the day. So say you leave in the morning at 8 a.m. or whatever, and you want your bath to be completely filled and hot and ready for you by 6 p.m. on the dot at 42 degrees Celsius or 100 something degrees Fahrenheit. You just put that all into here and it'll automatically fill up the bath and you will have nice hot water when you come back. Coming to the middle of this giant wall of panels, you'll see you have the intercom system, and this is how people will be buzzed in. So if you want to see their face, you just look right here. There's actually 3 cameras that they have to look into, so there's a lot of different ways to check that it's actually them. Right below the intercom system is this little guy. This is actually my favorite thing in the entire place. It's a lock and unlock button for the front door. So say you're too lazy to actually walk over and let your friend in when he or she comes over for dinner. You just press this button and then it will automatically open, and then you can close it again once they're inside. But the last thing on this panel is this little guy. This is one of the 2 floor heating panels. So there's actually 2 floor heating zones in here. One controls the area around the kitchen and the dining room, and the other one controls that whole living room area over there. let's keep on going with the tour. If you follow me down here, just down this little hallway, you'll see on the first door to the left is the laundry area. And in Japan, generally speaking, they don't have dryers, they just have a combination washer and dryer. That's why you only have one spot right here. But the best part about this is that you have hot water as well, which doesn't really sound like much in most of the world, but in Japan, almost all places only have cold water for their washing machines. So let's go see the bathroom. And you'll see you have mirrors in here. Say hi to the cameraman. Hi. Hi. Right. So we have a dual vanity set up right here with Villeroy and Bach sinks. So Villeroy and Bach is a very nice manufacturer of porcelain, and they actually make sinks. So there we go. That's pretty cool. Now coming into here, we have a pretty large, again for Japanese standards, bath with the door that's about to close on you. Sorry about that. But the bathtub is, I would say, a perfect size for one. And it's pretty comfy in here too. You have a mirror in front of you so you can shave or just look at your narcissistic self while you're having your bath. And then shower after that to get all the sweaty hot water off of you. That's pretty much all there is to say about this place, except there is actually an emergency call button that you can press right here, which is useful if you fall and crack your head and need somebody at the concierge to call you an ambulance. Oh boy, I gotta work out more. Now, let's go see the rest of the place. There's only a couple more things that I want to show you in here. So going down the same hallway that we just were in, gonna go straight this time instead of making a left. And you can see we'll be going right into the smaller of the two bedrooms. Not really much to say about this one, except that it's nice and light. You have your own window out there, and it's great for a kid's room or something like that, because you're right next to the master bedroom. You have plenty of closet space all around here, so plenty of places to put your kids' clothes and toys and all that kind of good stuff. Now, let's go see the most important part of this place, which is the master bedroom. And as you can hear, it's a little bit more muffled in here, and that's because you have carpet on the floor, which is, again, pretty hard to find in Japan, but this place has it. First thing you do, when you come home, you open up your door right here to your walk-in closet, and you can put all your suits and everything that you need in here. There's plenty of space. And while we're in here, I want to show you these guys. So there's 4 of these white bricks in here. These are actually the air conditioning controls, because in Japan, generally speaking, especially in apartments, you don't have central AC. So you need one for this room, you need one for the other room, one for the other room, and one for the last room, because there's probably 7 or 8 different AC units that you have to control with all of them. So now we're in the master bedroom. This is a pretty big room anywhere in the world, and especially in Japan. And I love this place because it comes with these pendulum lights. If you don't like them, you can get rid of them, obviously, but I do like these a lot. And you also have your direct access to the balcony where you can sit and have your smoke on the rocking chair or do whatever you do on a balcony, watch the birds and the cicadas and whatever. So for every nice bedroom, you also need a nice bathroom, and this place has a beautiful little ensuite. Now, ensuites in Japan are pretty rare to begin with because most places will only have one bathroom for... Are you really drinking Coke, man?
Oh, dude, sorry about that. Sorry.
Man, you're shooting, come on.
Sorry, man. All right, I'm still rolling.
Okay. Right, as I was saying, so for every apartment or house in Japan, you only generally have one bathroom, right? But this place has 2 because you have the ensuite over here. So this is a luxury in itself. And as you can see, it's pretty no frills. You have your single sink over here, also Villeroy and Bach. You have your toilet over there, who's also a very happy toilet and will say hi to us if we get too close to him. And you have your little shower room in here. That's all you need. You don't really need 2 baths. This is the perfect size, I think. But yeah, that is pretty much this entire apartment. This is over 400 million yen. That comes out to about $4 million. And that is just for the apartment. So if you want to own and live in an apartment in Japan, you have to pay something called a management fee every month, as well as something called the co-op fee. Management fee is to pay for building management, and co-op fee is to pay for building repairs. Now, for most places, it'll be in the I don't know, 20 to 30,000 yen range, or about $200-300 a month, sometimes $500 a month. But for this place, it's 155,000 yen a month, which comes out to about $1,500 a month. And that's even if you pay in cash in full for the entire apartment, you're still going to have to be paying that every single month. And that's pretty much it. If you want to learn more about this, please visit my website, which is tokyoportfolio.com. I'll leave that in the description below. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, pretty much whatever the hell you want to. And definitely subscribe to me on YouTube for more videos like this in the future. Until next time, thanks for watching.